What's up, everyone? My name is Dylan. I'm an addiction recovery advocate and speaker. And what I'm going to talk to you about today is something a little bit controversial. So I want to start off by saying that I am not a medical professional. For medical advice, you should seek a medical professional. Additionally, to stop medication abruptly without the advice or suggestions of a physician or a prescriber or a pharmacist would not be wise. Having said all that, what I am going to share today is my professional assessment from my experience as a professional in the addiction treatment industry. I have been in recovery myself since 2004, and during that time have been intimately involved in recovery communities and the addiction treatment industry. And one thing I've noticed during this time is, aside from the massive amount of overdoses due to the opiate crisis, is an increase in the amount of medication being prescribed in addiction treatment. And I bring this up because I believe that it's at the source of a lot of problems in addiction treatment. Currently, the statistic rates are around 30% in regards to success coming out of treatment. This is something that Joseph Califano, the founder of the National Center on Addiction and Substance Abuse, said in regards to therapeutic communities. About 30% of those coming out of therapeutic communities tend to do well. That's kind of low, especially given the massive amount of resources that are being allotted to this problem. So I think it's possible that part of the reason why the recovery rate, the success rate, is low is because of the massive amount of medication being prescribed in addiction treatment to clients in or seeking recovery. And the reason why I think this is because of the way that medications affect the brain. It's also no secret that there is a big incentive to maybe market things in a not so transparent way. This is how the opiate crisis started. It's a big reason why the opiate crisis became so big. Big Pharma was marketing Oxycontin and playing it off as a non-addictive painkiller. Now we see that that's not true. And I think something similar is happening today with some of the medications being prescribed in addiction treatment. So instead of talking about this more broadly, I'm going to narrow in on one specific medication, gabapentin, Neurontin. Gabapentin is known to be abused. I've seen it myself. Not to mention, gabapentin has also been shown to block the formation of new brain synapses. Now, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that you need to be able to form new brain synapses to recover from addiction or to form any new habit. And that's the essence of changing behavior as your brain changes. Now, it's not like there isn't an alternative. In fact, one woman showed that by using meditation, not medication, meditation, she decreased her need for opiate medications by 75%. Additionally, meditation has been shown to rewire the brain, to strengthen the frontal cortex, to strengthen our ability to have control over some of our actions. So it's a little weird to me that this specific medication would be prescribed so commonly in addiction treatment. The reason why I bring all this up is because it's my mission, my passion, to increase engagement in the recovery process and to improve long-term outcomes. I don't want to see anyone else overdose or return to treatment for a fifth, sixth, or seventh time. My hope is that they're able to improve results. And what I bring to the table is the relevant but perhaps unknown solutions that can create these meaningful results over time. So this is all information to consider. Is this helping me? Is this helping my process? And if I've relapsed numerous times, have I ever considered the possibility that medication might have something to do with it? Like I said at the beginning of the video, it's important to talk with your doctor or prescriber or a pharmacist about these issues. At the same time, it's also important to get numerous opinions. As we saw with the opiate crisis and big pharma in general, there is a big incentive to engage in false marketing and greed. So while I share this information, you might not get the same opinion from others, which is fine, but it's up to you to decide. Is this helping me? Or should I be maybe doing something like meditation instead? I appreciate you all for joining me today, and I hope that we can engage in more holistic, healthy practices together to improve the culture of treatment and recovery, essentially transforming this massive sense of despair into hope.